In this video, I'm going to show you how to use image trace in Affinity Designer. If you find this video helpful, please consider to like this video and subscribe to my channel. In saying that, let's just jump straight into the video. Okay, so what we need to do is open up our document where you want to use that image trace. So I'm just using this pink diamond for this demonstration. Now from here, we need to come up to the top and click onto vector. Then from here, we want to go ahead and click onto image trace, but it is grayed out at the moment. So to change that, we need to make sure to select the object here. So I'm going to select the diamond, and then it's not going to be grayed out. So if it's grayed out, go ahead and select the image and then click onto image trace. Now the bottom right hand corner of the page, we're going to see image trace with an edge threshold and a curve fitting tolerance. So edge threshold controls how strongly Affinity Designer detects edges in your image. So lower threshold, only strong clear edges are traced. So now these are good for logos or clean shapes, and a higher threshold picks up more subtle edges and detail. So now this is good for photos or detailed artwork. So basically think of it as how sensitive should the trace be to changes in contrast. And now curve fitting tolerance decides how smooth or detailed your trace curves will be. So low tolerance means more accuracy, more nodes, more detail. So basically shapes look closer to the original but can look messy. But high tolerance, smoother curves, fewer nodes, cleaner shapes, but you might lose some small details. Basically think of it as how much can Affinity simplify your curves while keeping the shape. Now below this, once you've set your thresholds here, so from 0 to 100%, I'm just going to keep it about 69 each, like so. And then below that, we've got a no split view, so you can use a split view, have a split view before and after, so we can move the slider left and right. And also we've got a mirror view as well, but I don't want that at the moment. So I'm just going to delete one page. And now once you've made the changes, go ahead and click apply.